Okay, people, so I'm back. That video that you just watched, if you're watching this after the fact, I made that this afternoon. Then I went outside in the back, which I had planned to do anyway. Because I've been canning people. You know, I look after Andre, and I do dishes every day, and that kind of stuff, right? Anyway, someone in my house, no names mentioned. Do you see that? Paid their rent for 4 months in advance. Back in the day when Uncle John used to live here, I used to play catch up with the bills. So if I was $700-800 behind on the visas, boom, gone. I'd play catch up anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500 in bills every 4 months. Whatever those bills were. Buy groceries, that kind of stuff. Maybe fix the car. You know, give my daughter some money to go buy some clothes or something, you know, for school or whatever, right? Or whatever. You know, for this love of money, right? This is not my money. I can't keep this money. I can't pay bills, people. I can't pay bills with this money. Well, I got my landlord's daughter screaming on the... Well, she wasn't really screaming. But her voice was up there along with mine, right? Oh, the city's going to come in 2 weeks with a truck and take everything out of there, and they're going to charge my parents all this money, and they're going to condemn the house, and it's going to be non-livable, and you're going to be homeless. I'm like, first of all, where the freak hell did this all come from? The last time I talked to that city worker, I have him on tape saying he was going to come back in a month and check up on me on the front and to not worry about the back. No. All of a sudden, I've got the city coming in 2 fucking weeks with some truck charging my landlord $10,000 to take out wood and toys and buckets that I use to haul around dirt and weeds and rocks and tools and children's swimming pools and stuff like that.
No, the mother's hungry. I thought
they'll eat from the same bowl.
No,
the mummy cat will eat with the same bowl with the baby cat.
No, the baby cat.
These are the homeless cats. Okay, I'm doing a video, so can you please not interrupt me?
Well, the baby cat is eating with the cat food.
Okay, that's good. Please do not interrupt me. We know the routine. You can wait.
I will get it.
If you think you can.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it?
Where is it?
Exactly, so you can wait. It's in the can.
Can? Oh.
Anyway, people. I think there's just some people, like I said, prior to this, in this neighborhood, that are just jealous. Jealous that they don't have a yard. Jealous that they didn't have chickens. Right? Or a rooster, for that matter. And if all it took was one phone call from one person, or maybe 4 phone calls from the same one person to get Mr. Lace out of here, like, I am going to, after he's gone, I am going through this whole freaking neighborhood, door to door, and I'm going to have a petition signed to find out who he disturbed, to the point where the city thinks they can come in here, bully my landlord, bully her kids, bully me, bully my kids, and basically rape and pillage 6 years of hard work. I'm a poor person, people. I had to gather up the wood and the pallets and pieces of plywood and the 2x4s and the 2x2s and the 1x1s and all those type of things in order to build the various things that are being built around the yard. It's not just one thing being built. There's stuff in the front being built. I have to do awnings over the ponds, right, to keep the shade, to make shade for the fish so they don't cook under the sun, right? Did the greenhouse to try and control the raccoon crap and the out of control growth of weeds, which the raccoons have now moved into the hen house area and still pooping up over there. So what is the city going to do about that? Because personally, I think raccoons and rats are more dangerous than a chicken would ever be. So yeah, they can take Mr. Lace and the hens out of here, but I'm going to file a civil lawsuit. Is it like it just provincial? $25,000 for the pain and suffering? For coming onto my property and pillaging and taking what they want and defaming me and, you know, embarrassing me and just humiliating me and the kids and, you know, and just beating us all up and getting us kicked out of our house. Because that's what will happen. If the city comes in here and starts loading up the fucking truck with wood and toys and tools and planter pots and buckets and that kind of stuff, right? Then try and charge my landlord for that because I don't have the money to pay for that. And then make it so that I get kicked out of the house with my whole family. I mean, this is what's been going on though. This is what's, I'm wondering if maybe my landlady's daughter isn't overreacting considering how other landlords and their tenants have been treated in this city. That little homeless cat with the mummy cat, the little kitten that you've seen, the mummy cat's actually quite nice. She's a very nice little cat, really. She's in the bathroom right now, right? Just so not get stressed out. That house got raided by the city, shut down. I don't know what their circumstances were, but everybody got thrown out, boarded up the house, made it so that nobody can live there anymore. But they're going to try and turn it into a recovery house. Somebody wants to try and do that. But at what cost? Right? Like, what kind of hoops are they going to have to jump through? Point is, there's probably about another 8 or 9 more people homeless with their pets. My kids found a dog the other day. I don't know if somebody sold it to them off the street or if they found it. Anyway, they showed up at the house with this dog. I'm like, where the hell did you get that thing from? Oh, you know, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't think people are going to be selling dogs on the street, right? Like, you need to go and walk around in the next couple of days where you basic location from where you found it or got it from or whatever, and look for signs and see if you can find an owner for that thing, because I personally think I seen that thing when I was driving down the road, so I'm a little suspicious. Oh, you know, it's cute, Mom, you know, we'll walk, and if somebody comes up and says that's my dog, I'll give it back. But if you put a sign up saying lost dog with a picture, people are just going to show up and ask for the dog. I said, yeah, okay, you had a point. Long story short, within a day and a half, the dog was back with its homeless owners. It was a homeless dog with homeless people that owned it. And the city just wants to add more to that shit pile over this crap. Right? Bankrupting everybody else around them. So that they can, boast on the internet that this is one of the best places to live in BC? What do they call this? Funny money? Fiat money? What does it mean? They say it has no dollar value. Why are people killing each other over it? Why are people destroying each other over it? Why are they destroying lives over it? Why are they making us argue over it? It's not the fact that Mr. Lace is going away, although it is. Because personally, I don't think anyone has the right to come in here and just start grabbing my property. I don't. The city put the burden on the landlord to come in here and take the chicken away. Why is it the landlord's responsibility when I own the chicken? When the nonprofit took it under its wing? Why does my landlord have to do the dirty work for the city? Well, the city holds my landlord's head over, well, we're not done with her yet. Well, let's talk about the yard. You know, we're really going to stick it to her now because she rocked the boat. right? She's been rocking the boat for a long time about the shit pile over here and about the shit pile over there and about the garbage over there in terms of homeless people not having showers, access to proper showers, homeless people not having access to proper washrooms, and we're talking decade after decade after decade. Okay? Because when Mayor McCullum was in, you could pull up a video back in those days, 10 years ago. People didn't have access to proper washrooms. Being thrown out of the one little teeny weeny emergency shelter that they have with no shoes on, and to go back and find out that all their stuff has been thrown in the garbage by the cops. So let's go pick on Judy and her awning that she's building for the pond that she wants to put in next year. Or for the greenhouse with some of the wood over there because I haven't had a chance to finish the greenhouse this year. Or because she has chickens that when I was going to court for Andre was one of the things that helped to have him come back home because I was able to provide nutritious food for him in terms of eggs, protein, that type of thing. In the event of the income in the house disappearing like John. Right? Because there was a I'm not sure if she was a social worker or what. I think she kind of was. Helped me with the paperwork because I was doing all this yard work. Every time she came over, I was out in the freaking yard doing yard work. Same thing with some other person that they hooked me up with for a while. He said, I don't mind coming to your house because we just sit in the yard. You know, and I'm working and he's talking and I was doing yard work as I was interacting with these people coming to my house. That's how much yard work I've been doing. I couldn't even sit down and do paperwork for the MCFD. I had to have a social worker come in and help me and see and watch me live it. Oh, well, gee. You know, well, what's going to happen when the income drops in the house? How do you plan on looking after Andre? Well, I don't know. I have chickens, so I got the egg thing covered, right? And I got a lot of eggs, people. And they're better eggs than what you buy in the grocery store. But the city doesn't care about that. Because, again, they don't care if they got hungry kids in this district. 60,000 kids in this district, only 22 have in 2005, somewhere around that time, there was 60,000 students from K to 12 in this district. Surrey, Langley, whatever it is. Oh, White Rock, I don't know. Whatever the district is of Surrey. 360,000 people. 60,000 kids, right? From K to 12. Only 2,200, which that number I know for a fact has stayed stagnant for the last 10, 12 years and hasn't moved. Because they got it reduced down to a couple of schools where the poorest of the poorest of the poor, where the refugees, those kind of kids, would have nothing, treated worse than anything you could possibly imagine when it comes to this stuff. So, out of 60,000 kids, 2,200 kids have access to a catered-in, cold lunch. And you know there's more than 2,200 kids hungry out of 60,000. You know that for a fact. But it's all politics, just like it is with the homeless people. Just like it is with this place. Right? So I'm not going to fight. I'm not even going to talk. I was going to stand there and videotape as these people bark out orders at me, make threats, like whatever, to me. Right? They won't give me paperwork unless it's an eviction notice. You notice all this stuff is happening without any fucking legal paperwork. I got the city coming in here raping and pillaging my yard of things that don't belong to them. I got my landlord showing up at any moment just to take off with the hens and Mr. Lace and disappear with him and the hens and to never know what will ever happen again. And you see, it's not going to just stop and start with Mr. Lace, because we got the city coming in 2 weeks apparently to remove wood, toys, tools, planter pots, bricks, that kind of stuff. And then charge my landlord for it, so he'll get mad and kick me out. And quite possibly shut down this house and make it even harder for my landlord. Make it even harder for my landlord. But you see, my landlord doesn't really care at this point in life because he's old and, you know, he's been through a lot, right? And his health isn't necessarily the best. And he's been, ever since I moved in, he's been having some guy troll him.
No.
I'm talking. He's been having some guy stalk him, bugging him all the time to buy this location because it's right on an alley. It's good for either apartments or a monster home. And last count was $700,000 for this shanty shack of a bungalow, which we call home. And we're being ran out of it for this. Are they going to take the money tomorrow, people? Is my landlord... Can you go away? Stop it. Stop it.
No.
Stop. Don't be rude.
No.
Is my landlord's daughter going to take the money tomorrow? Because I told my landlord... Stop it. I'm almost done. I told my landlord that as soon as it came in, I would call her. Because I cannot afford to pay the bills with it. I cannot afford to do anything with it. Andre, stop it. Because this is important.
No.
It is.
No.
This affects people's lives.
No, you put the cat food in here.
You already gave them some. It's only a small bag. I can't even afford to buy cat food, people.
No. That's it. The baby.
Okay, so now I'm in the back here, people. Getting ready for the city to come in here and tear my place apart. Distinguish what is garbage and what is not. Just take what they want. Where they take it, who knows, right? I managed to wash 4 of those and put them away. I didn't bother with the rest because of that drought, right? I thought, since the city was saying, don't worry about back, you know, we'll deal with that like next month. As if my backyard makes it so I can't live in my house, right? I did have that all washed there at one point, but then I don't really have storage because I have to gut that one, remember? Haven't done that yet. And that one on that side is full. And if I put anything underneath the stairs, it just gets trashed in the end. Same thing with the garage, well, the carport. So anyway, just wash it again and let it dry and put it away, right? That was all clean at one point. Oh, people. I'm just going to sit here and just record the action as it goes by. Like, seriously. Like, seriously. I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, who is that, Andre?
Mickey the gardener cat.
Mickey the gardener cat. Why are we not surprised, eh, Andre?
And the little kitty's gone.
No, the little kitty's in the house in a corner hiding out somewhere sleeping.
No.
All right, she'll come out when she's hungry and misses her mummy cat. She'll come out. So anyway, people, I got to get started on this yard here. Do something anyway. Okay, so I'm going to let the chickens out here. Mr. Dace, you're going to be going to the farms. Yeah, you and your lady friends. If you notice, people, his feathers are coming back in. Can you see that? They're coming in stronger. Hey, Mr. Lace, and he's got his strength back, and he's starting to crow more. Right. That was something that when the water up on the porch was pouring down and I had to unplug my deep freeze, I had made those kale rolls. Remember that, people? Anyway, I told my younger daughter to put it downstairs in the freezer, and instead she stuck it in the fridge. So of course it unthawed, and it never got baked. So that's what I did yesterday. I let the chickens pick at it, and you can see they're quite happy with it, right? And then now the leaves I'll just throw out into the compost. This is your last meals coming in. And pretty soon we won't see this anymore. In some ways I'm okay with it because chickens are dirty. Right? Because it's not like you can train them to go to the bathroom in one spot. Kind of makes you wonder how these third world countries like Mexico and places like that get along with their chickens running in and out of their houses yet. You know, they go right into the hut. At least these ones are outside. I really wanted to move them over there and partition that other piece on this side, because then I could let them out a little earlier, because I don't sometimes let them out till late, right? Just enough for them to... Anyway, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to take the city to court. File a lawsuit against the city for infringement on basic human rights. Like, seriously. Enemies of the state. Are chickens and roosters enemies of the state? Seems that way. Okay, people, so I think what this is boiling down to is there are some people in this neighborhood that I live in are just simply jealous and are trying to cause trouble. This reminds me of Gateway Place, when I used to go out and do things with the kids. And just some people, just like I said before, didn't want people to be happy. I said to my landlord's daughter, you know, the city keeps throwing around, somebody complained. Well, who, first of all, where's the paperwork on the complaint? When did it come in? Because this, you know, when they showed up in May, it's the first time we heard about it. Oh, I don't know. Oh, how are you supposed to find out who that one person is in the neighborhood? When I said to the city, well, how about I go from house to house to, you know, get a little petition going here. See who's really bothered by Mr. Lace. Oh, no, don't do that. Just wait. Hang tough. Yeah, hang tough for them to stress out my landlord, and my landlord to stress out her daughter, and, you know, and threats of city coming in 2 weeks from now and shutting down the house, and I'm getting kicked out, and we're all going to be homeless. Mr. Lace is going to be raided in the middle of the night. Hold on.